Exorcist Believer. I just saw this movie today, and this is, I think, the sixth installment of the film. Honestly, one of the franchises I felt like should have been left alone. Of course, you know, David Gordon Green had to direct it because he did the previous three Halloween movies by Blumhouse. I thought it was okay. Not terrible, not amazing. Honestly, the performances from the possessed girls actually were pretty solid. Um, I feel like some of the scenes were pretty decent. There were extreme close-ups, but it just feels a dull comparison to the original and even the third movie. Um, I mean, it's not the worst, not the best. I feel like a lot of it could have been better, especially with the pacing. And I also feel like the characters, particularly the one girl who's possessed, was like one-sided on the character development, and you don't really get to see much character development from her or anything that you really don't see anything personality wise outside of the two going into the woods and being curious about talking to spirits, but obviously that didn't go well. um so far it's got negative reviews, like 23% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 5.2 rating. Honestly, I don't think it's that bad. Or I shouldn't say that bad. I would say it's okay. Um, I also feel very disappointed on the appearance of, they say legacy character, Chris from the original Exorcist movie has maybe barely 10, 11 minutes in the film. And yeah, that's quite disappointing. But at least the visual effects are pretty good. It doesn't seem like they used a ton of CGI, which is a good thing. But I feel like sometimes the editing, like they had like extreme close-ups, like zoom-ins. That's one of the issues. And like, again, like the pacing, it wasn't terribly slow, but it could have moved a little faster. And like I said, the characters on one side of the family felt one-sided, and the dad character on the one side of the family was kind of dumb. Actually, both of the family members were kind of dumb. Um, the music was pretty good, and I'm trying to think what else. There's supposed to be two sequels in development, and the next one's supposed to be called Deceiver, because the first one's Believer, and it just sounds like a Justin Bieber song or something to me. They could have come up with a better name. And then there's an Untitled, and the ending actually made me smile a little bit, but that's in spoiler detail on why. And some of it's kind of predictable. Maybe that's why they didn't like it so much. I mean, it's a sequel to The Exorcist, which is a classic movie from 50 years ago. And it's by Blumhouse, and they had a bad track record after Halloween 2018, because Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends had a very negative reception. But I would give it a 6 out of 10. I saw it with my mom. She thought it was an 8 out of 10. I'm like, nah, I don't think so. But yeah, the performances from the kids are really good. I feel like the performances are very good. but it could have been better on certain areas. Like I said, the characters, you shouldn't just care about one character. You should care about the other characters in the movie instead of just one. Um, and I would say, I guess it's worth seeing, but don't have too high expectations because it'll leave you pretty disappointed.